So I am recording now. Okay.
Anyway, so that's what I was just saying, that, you know, I think if people, we're qualifying people if we get them to watch that movie.
Okay. So what we're going to talk about today, we're going to go through some of the, I guess, the autoresponder setup. That's what everybody is kind of wondering about. So we're going to go through a little bit of that today. We were starting, for some of you that came on late, we were talking a little bit about delivering the message, and we'll talk about that as part of some of your letters and stuff like that are in there. And other things we'll talk about on here is, what you should probably be saying to people in here. At least I'm going to tell you what I'm doing that's helping out some of my progression with things. And again, everybody can have their own different way of doing things. So you take a little bit in of what everybody's using, whatever John, tells everybody, whatever Mike shares with everybody. All we do is we just, as leaders, we're just sharing stuff with you that seems to be working for us. Okay. So I'm going to go over some of that stuff here today. We're going to go through the letters in the autoresponder. What you should actually, at least on your very first letter, what your letter should be pertaining to, and John and Michael talked about this, but I'm going to go over that a little bit more. Your letters, every letter that you write, should not actually be selling the program. It should be selling you, okay? You and your value's worth to your prospect, okay? Because your prospects are going to get involved with you in your business based on trust and that with you, okay? That's why people join businesses. They join people, not actual businesses, okay? They want to get involved with the right people. I deal with this on an ongoing basis every day with different people that I communicate with in social media, like LinkedIn and Facebook and Google and all that kind of stuff, and of course on Skype and so forth. And it's all about people looking. What they're looking for is they're looking for a trust factor in a business, okay? People are willing to spend money online. Don't be fooled. If someone says they don't have the money, in most cases, they do, and it's just a way for them to back out of the conversation, okay? Because maybe they don't feel there's a trust factor there, okay? Everybody understand that? Okay? Because if they're online, they have money because they're paying for their internet. They have money. They're there to do it. They may not have the astronomical amount of money that they need to have to get started in a business. I'm talking like 500, 1,000, 2,000, whatever it is. But we have a base entry here that is really an affordability for anybody who's online at $47 to come into play here. Okay, and if we deliver our message properly, we're going to get them coming in. Just hang on a second. Let me see who I can sell. Hi, Carl here. Hello? Guess they're not interested. So we'll carry on. Okay, so before we get started, is there anything in particular that any one of you want me to cover in the autoresponder area? I mean, we can go into some of the other stuff in Kalatu Cloud too if you want, but I want to kind of focus on the autoresponder because that's where everybody seems to have some issues. Anything?
Well, I don't know how to set it up to put the autoresponder in. I mean, you've got to write a letter, obviously. Yeah. But I don't know how to set that up and attach it to the leads that we have. Okay, so actually creating your autoresponder list, is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Okay, I'll go in there and we'll do a mock one, and I'll show you that's done. Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, it's very simple, Judy. Once you see Carl do it, it's basically the same as any other autoresponder. It's the same type of deal.
I've never used an autoresponder.
What's that, Judy?
I've never used an autoresponder.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
So we're really newbies.
See,
this is good.
That's going back to what we talked about a couple weeks ago, Carl.
Yeah.
Assuming people are at a certain level.
Well, and you know what? We have to have that assumption of everybody who's coming in, because you got to remember, people today, there's more people coming online looking to make extra money because, you know, they've been laid off, or, you know, someone lost a job, or maybe their unemployment ran out or something, and they've never dealt with this. So now they're scrambling because they can't find a job anywhere. So now they're going online to see if they can actually create some kind of an income. So we have to assume that everybody is at that kind of level, okay? And it's unfortunate because us as marketers, especially if we're seasoned veterans and we've been online for a long time, we're not thinking about that. We're automatically assuming that everybody knows this already, okay? And we can't do that. We can't ever assume that. Assume is a very dangerous word to use, and you know, even a line of thinking to use. Okay, so.
Well, I have a question before you start digging in.
Sure, Cindy.
I know there's a lot of swipe copies that we can put in there. We can write our own. I get that too. This is why I really haven't played around with it. Two reasons. One, I one by one imported my contacts for my Aweber and maxed it out. So I don't really want to use it now till they raise a level, but we know that already. But here's my bigger question. What are we talking about? Because, okay, Kalatu Cloud, I get, thank you, or you want to take a look at it, or thanks for entering my list, whatever, blah, 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 word how you want to. But at this point, I'm confused as to what I'm even selling to talk about.
Okay.
Or is that opening a bag of worms we didn't want to get into?
Well, no, because that's basically the whole idea of what all this is all about. So what we're selling, okay, and this is basically what I tell everybody is I am marketing a contact management system and coaching system. Okay, that's what I tell everybody that I'm doing. Okay, and a lot of them will say, well, what is that? Okay. Basically what it is, it's a way for us to manage and engage with all of the people that we are connecting with, okay? And you want to be able to make sure, because business right now, all business is making sure that you connect and communicate with every customer, affiliate, member, whatever the criteria is. You want to make sure that they are kept in the loop at all times. And this is a system that's designed to allow you to do that in multiple ways. Through email, through video email, through audio email, okay? One-on-one communication, okay? It has everything built in to it. So it's basically your communication hub to your business, okay? Does that make sense? Or was that a little complicated? I can try and simplify.
No, that isn't it. I feel like the ones that I had set up in my Aweber were very specific. I was supplying help for struggling internet marketers, MLM people, giving them help. Everything that I put in there was targeting to helping them, because I took my list from the people I was selling my Thrive with, people that in my former marketing systems. But everything was geared for that one thing. So here's my question is this though, Carl. I don't want to confuse them, introducing them to 10 different things at once. Like, oh, come Monday night, we're selling an event. Do a swipe copy and send that. Oh, we do coaching. One-on-one coaching. Well, okay, now we have this autoresponder, this system to market. I don't even know what that is. Like, I've always worked with struggling marketers. I feel like if I keep throwing all kind of stuff in there, I'm just going to confuse them. I'm just thinking, if it's me, when I've started, I didn't know any of this. So I'm very careful what I put in my emails that I send to my list. Well, now that everything's changed, I'm at a loss what to put in there, because my list is struggling marketers, not people looking for coaching.
Actually, nothing has actually changed, okay? If we are all marketing properly, we're always marketing the same thing. Doesn't matter what business we're in, okay? We are all coaches, every single one of us. We all coach, okay? Regardless of what you think, okay? When we bring people, you want to help people. So when you're helping people to come in and change their lives financially, okay? What you're doing is you're providing a way for them to create that income, which means that you're providing resources to them. You're providing support to them. That's coaching, okay? So coaching comes in many, many different forms, okay? But what we're doing is we're actually teaching people how to manage any business they have, okay? Because unless they can learn how to manage a business in general, whatever that business is, they're not gonna be able to do anything, okay? So to try and simplify this the best way I can is that you are providing a natural support device that will allow you to engage with people and help them in whatever business that they're doing, okay? So it's not about selling them Next Level Mastermind. It's not about selling them Kalatu Cloud. It's not about selling them anything else. What you're doing is you're providing a resource to them to manage whatever business that they're in, okay? That's what we're selling, okay? And that basically boils down to you're selling you. See, I sell myself in anything that I go into, anything. The product is just there as the source of income that we're going to build for ourselves, okay? But like you with your Thrive business, okay, and whoever else has any other kind of business here, okay? I'm just, because you mentioned Thrive, we're going to talk about that. So you have a database of Thrive, which is a health and nutrition company, okay? So what you want to do is you want to be introducing people to a system that's going to allow them to engage and communicate efficiently with their Thrive database, with their customers, with their affiliates, okay? That's what the Kalatu system is. It's like going out and getting Aweber or GetResponse, okay? When you're in a business and you got to find a way to collect your leads and then manage them, you're going to say, well, you need an autoresponder to do that, so that you can go out and have a series of letters that are going to go out and keep them updated. And then you have a broadcast system that's going to allow you to send out letters to keep them in the loop on things. You know, hey, good morning. By the way, I just thought I'd let you know that, you know, there is a training that's coming on today that might be of benefit to you. You might want to take this in and see what it's about. Okay? Now, we do have in Empower and in Project Titan, we do have the sales stuff that we do, okay? You can choose whether you want to send that to that database or not. You see, with me, because I personally have two different businesses I'm in. I got this one and I got another business I'm in. I choose which information needs to be sent to that particular crowd, okay?
Right.
If I've got like tonight, we've got the All Access that's going on tonight, okay? So which is going to be selling the Kalatu, and it's going to be selling the Next Level Mastermind, and it's going to be selling the event tickets, okay? Now, will my other business people be interested in that? Probably not. So I will not send them that information, okay? That's why a contact management system is so important, for you to distinguish which people need to get the right information, okay? So, like with me, and I'm gonna, like, this is what we're gonna go through with the autoresponder. I have autoresponder set up for each of my business things that I do. Like, I do some affiliate marketing, I sell business tools, I have another program I'm in, and I have this. So as these people are coming into the system, I will sort them into whatever category they need to be in. And then as the events come up, whatever they are, I can go in and select that specific group and send them the right information. Okay? That's a contact management system. The problem with most people today online is they put everything in one thing and they send it out massively to everybody. So half the list is getting stuff that they shouldn't be getting, right? Which can cause a lot of them maybe to opt out or maybe reject you, okay? And this is the problem with most marketers today online. They're sending the wrong information to the wrong people. That's why I'm so in love with this Kalatu system, because it allows me now to segregate everybody that I need to in the right categories and only select that categories. See, with Dave Weber and GetResponse, you can do the same thing there, okay? But you'd have to send up Autoresponder. I can have one capture page that could be completely generic, and I can have people come into there and filter into there, and then I can disperse them and assign them to whatever category I feel they need to be sent to. Okay, go ahead.
How I'd like to know how you do that.
Okay, I'll show you that. Like when we get in there,
Carl, can I just say something before you go?
You said something once already, so it's $49.95 now.
Gosh. No, I was just thinking about what Cindy said, and with her Thrive business. So you're building the business, so you have customers. For me, this is just my opinion, I would be using the Kalatu cloud, doing a set of autoresponders to go out to your Thrive customers to give them information and all that stuff that you normally would do on the phone or whatever. But as you get people's emails, you would put it into that like a little database by itself rather than writing it down. And then you would send out bits and pieces about your Thrive all the time. And then when someone pops their head up and says they want to build the business, you know how it goes, then you say, well, this is what I use.
Yeah.
I use Kalatu Cloud because it has all this in here and it all goes out and it's all, programmed. And that's how you will sell the Kalatu Cloud. And this is how I'm going to do it. Beauty salons, and I have spoken to a few network marketing people because we didn't have a system. I don't know what you're using now. You got to write everything down. You got to remember to ring people up and all that sort of stuff. So I think if you start using it with your Thrive people in a little group, you will sell it that way. It'll just be it'll just transform into that.
Yeah, and I'll get into that. I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to manage all that stuff there. We'll go and we'll create a list, okay, and how you can put them into there. And again, you will write separate letters for that particular business. So your Thrive people will come in here and you'll have a separate list for them, and you'll create separate letters as they opt in or whatever it is for your autoresponder. And then you have the create a list area where you can send out broadcasts, and you can specifically check that group, and it will send the information to that group. We'll go into all of that today, okay?
I understand all that. I just don't know how to segregate. Like when they come in, I don't know who's who. I guess is my thing. I know how to send out once they're in a list, but the ones all coming in, how do I get them to go in the right one?
Well, I guess it's a matter of your capture pages, which capture page you're using. See, you can set up in the capture pages, you can set up which list you want them to go to, and that's where they'll be sent to.
Oh, okay.
So you just go in when you're creating a capture page, it asks you to select the list, right? And you go and you select that list, and then that's where they'll be sent to, and they'll all go into that list. Now,
so I'll have to pre-set up a list for my other business.
Yeah, I'll go in and I'll show you how to do that.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. All right, I'll just watch. Go ahead.
Carl, one other thing to Cindy that might make sense to her, with the flip side of it, and you might want to segregate out your people that are struggling network marketers and those people that you talk to. And one way to position this system is to talk to them about the importance of, like Carl said, a contact management system, the importance of an autoresponder, the importance of building a list, the importance of being able to communicate with your list. And then once they understand the importance of those things, you can position this and say, how would you like to, rather than go into AWeber to buy the autoresponder and this company to buy your video hosting and this company to buy your capture pages and this company to buy this, how would you like to be able to do it all from one back office and do it with a couple of clicks? Now all of a sudden, to a new person, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, even going a a little bit further with that, you're going to have a lot of people that are going to come in, and let's say, you know, they're coming into, I'm just going to use your Thrive business for now, since that's what we've been talking about. Okay, so you have people that come into your Thrive business, and these are people that don't know anything about network marketing. Okay, so they come in and they pay whatever it is to join your Thrive business, and they're automatically going to assume that that's all the expenses that they're going to have. Okay, now the one thing that most businesses don't have is a contact management system. Okay, the one thing that they don't tell people is that, oh, by the way, we have capture pages and stuff like that. It'll collect this, but you would have to go and copy all those emails and then send them out and, you know, do it your own way. Or you'll have to go and get an autoresponder, okay? And you'll have to do that with that. And then they've got to start logging into different places all the time, okay? The beautiful thing about what we have is everything can be done from one location, okay? All you would ever need to do is have your Thrive site open, okay, and your Kalatu contact manager. That's it. That's all you ever need to have open, period, to run your business, okay? You would look at your Thrive business to see what kind of whatever that's going on in there, but your contact management system is where you're going to be communicating and engaging with everybody, okay? So let me just start sharing my screen here, and let's just go into a few of these things, okay? So let me just there. Okay, so we've got the contact management system here. I should probably shrink this. I don't want it so big here. Okay, you guys can see my screen, right?
It's blank.
It's blank?
Mm.
Screen sharing is paused. Hang on. Let me try this again.
Oh, do we have to be muted?
No, you shouldn't have to be.
There you go, Carl. Now you're good.
Everybody sees it now?
Yeah, we can see now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go in and we'll do, first of all, we'll go into the autoresponder and we'll create a list. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to create autoresponders. You're going to go in here and this is where you're going to create your list. Okay. I'm not home. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on, I got people trying to get on me on Skype. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go, okay, you're going to land here, okay, and you're going to click next. You're going to just leave it at standard, and you're going to go in here, you're going to create your autoresponder. Okay, this is where you're going to create your list, okay? So let's just go, I'm going to do Thrive test, okay? Just so we've
So
got,
that name is just for us. That's not
that's
goes
just,
out.
yeah, that's for you to know, and I'll show you the list when it's done, okay?
Okay.
So that's for your information, and then display name, I'll just put the same thing in there with the hey, okay? Optional, I never fill that in, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to save this, okay? And you can preview it if you want, so you'll know what your list is. Doesn't really show anything there because it's blank, okay? So now what I can do is I can go back to my autoresponders and I can go manage my autoresponders, okay? So now what it's going to do is going to show all of my, and there's my Thrive test. You see that there? So it shows all the lists that you have in here, okay? So you're going to have a whole bunch of stuff that's in here that's already that they've put in here with letters and all that kind of stuff. And then you'll have whatever. I've got some stuff I was playing around with in here I got to get rid of. But, and then I have like my other stuff that I have in here. I've got a Titan Paid, a Titan Welcome that I've made of my own. So let's just go in and we're going to go in and we're going to edit the Thrive, okay? This is where you're going to create your letters, okay? So at the bottom, you're going to click on New Letter, okay? And you're going to create new letter.
Where did you click on that?
Okay, let me go back. Okay, so I'll go right from the beginning here. Okay, so whoops, I went right out. Okay, so what we're going to do is I went into, let me just go back again. Whoops, hang on. You're going to go to manage autoresponders. Okay, so we created it already. You saw me create the Thrive. Okay, we all got that part, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so manage autoresponders.
Yeah.
And then it's going to populate your list of whatever you have on your list. You're going to go down. You see there's the Thrive test that I created right there. You're going to click on Edit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're going to scroll down where it's got autoresponder letters at the bottom there. You're going to click on New Letter.
Oh, okay.
So, and then you're going to create a new letter. And it's going to be just like you're doing, you know, a template for an edit, edit letter you're putting out. Okay. I always select plain text and HTML because I want to make sure that the people that are getting it, because some people will have HTML displayed on their computers and some of them will have text because maybe they got an older computer and it won't display the HTML properly. So I want to make sure that they have both on there. Okay. So right here, you'll call this is the subject line you're going to put in. So this will be the name of your letter that you're going to put in there. Okay. So I'm just going to put welcome to Thrive. Okay. And that's what that'll be there. Okay. And the contact fields, I'm just going to leave that the same because that would be, you know, if you wanted to put first name, welcome to Thrive, or welcome to Thrive first name, whatever it is, you can do that. So, you know, as an example, we could go in first name. Okay. So it'll be welcome to Thrive and it'll grab their first name from the capture page. Now, if you're using a capture page that's not capturing the first name or last name or anything like that, don't put that in. Okay. Because then it'll display like that. Okay. So in this case here, I'm just not going to do it. And then you're going to go to next, and then this is where you're going to build your page. Okay. So you got to go to the list builder, just like you would do on any other letter that you're creating. Go in there and modify it. And I'm just going to go just test page. Okay. In here. Now, normally what I would be putting in here, okay, is I would be saying, welcome to Thrive. Okay. I am your sponsor. And here is my contact information, okay? And I would immediately give them my contact information. So I'm going to give them my phone number, my cell phone, my Skype, my Facebook. I'm not going to give them any reason to say they can't get a hold of me. So they're going to get all of my contact information, okay? Then after that, I will put in there, I will say, you know, thanks for opting in, and here's what you can expect from me. Okay, I'm here to provide you with as much value, support, training, and coaching that I possibly can. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plug you into my personal Skype group, our team Skype group, our Facebook groups, Facebook's or team sites if we have one. Like in our case, it would be consistency. Okay, so normally what I have there is I give them all my contact information, and then I say, you know, I give them the information about who I am and saying, here's what I'm going to do for you. This is how we're going to plug you in. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get you registered. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is get you registered here, and I'll put the link. And then underneath, I'll go, if you're hesitant at this point, then let's connect and have a chat. Here is my Skype. Here's my phone number, just like I put above. And I repeat that, okay? Because I want to make sure that they're as comfortable as possible when they're coming in. If they register, you know, then I'll put here, if you're okay and you want to register, click the link and register, then proceed to this site, which will be the team consistency site. That's what I would send them to. Now, if you're in Thrive or whatever your business is, then you would want to send them to wherever the support site is for your team. If your team doesn't have it, then obviously you need to make sure that they connect with you on Skype and plug them into your own personal Skype group that you've got set up. If you don't have one, make one today, okay? Because that is part of your communication hub, okay? Everybody here should have their own personal team group for their own personal referrals. And then you can also add them to the team, your entire team group. Like me, I have my own personal Skype group for my own personal referrals and their downline that come into my Skype group. And then I also add them into the team group so that they can mingle with everybody else that's in the team as well. I send them updates from me. I copy the updates from the team group. I put it into my group every day. Anything that comes through there, when John posts something, Michael posts something, I post it into my Skype group. Plus, I will send them my own personal stuff. By the way, I'm having my own training. Or you know what? We're going to have a team Zoom tonight so that we can communicate and see what it is that maybe you're struggling with, okay? This gives you the opportunity to step right into that leader position, okay? These are why these letters are so important. These letters are not here to sell them. They're here to get them connected with you, okay? Give them reason to want to work with you. That's what these autoresponder letters are all about, okay? So any question at that point, right now where we're at?
So that first letter is really just introducing yourself and saying who you are and you're the sponsor and giving them contact details to actually connect with you. So you don't actually put any links on there for them to go into any group.
No, because at this point they're still a lead. They need to commit to you, okay?
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you want to connect with them, get on a Skype chat with them, get on a Skype call with them, you know, get them to know who you are. You know, that's where the trust building all starts coming in, okay? And then once that happens, then they're going to be ready to come on board. That's when they go to the link. That's why I said, put your link in there. And then underneath that, you say, if you're hesitant still to click that link, then let's connect and have a chat so that I can answer whatever questions you might have before you feel you want to commit, okay? Because this way it takes the pressure off them. Does this all make sense? And I get more people. I close 90% of everybody in my business on Skype. I'm telling you. They get on Skype with me. I get on there. I let them know who I am. I'll even do a screen share and show them what they're going to buy. Okay? And you can even put that in there. Look, if you want to see what it is that you're getting into, let's Skype chat. I'll share my screen and I'll show you what it is. Okay? Now, don't go into a full-blown detail of explaining every component. You just go in, like with me, I'll go in and I'll show them the back office. So I'll go in and I'll show them the Kalatu cloud, and I'll go, okay, here's your CRM. This is your contact manager, where all your leads are going to go into. And then you have your own mailbox for all the information that's coming in. You can hook up your own personal email to here. This is where you'll be able to send out email campaigns, like broadcasts to everybody in your team. This is the autoresponder system, right? This is the audio email if you want to put audios in your email and send it out to them. Videos in your video email. Analytics, so you can track to see who's opening up all your stuff, that sort of stuff. You know, then we've got our own video hosting that's there. You can do all your social media right from your back office, right here. And then, of course, you got your calendars. This is what you're buying for $47. I don't go in to each one of them and explain all the components. I don't need to do that, okay? I'm explaining to them everything that they need to manage their business right here. And that can be done in a 3-minute conversation, right? And if somebody says to me on the phone, well, can you go in and show me and explain everything? I said, no, I will do that once you commit, okay? Because I'm not going to spend 2 hours on the phone showing you all this and then have you do nothing. That doesn't help either of us, okay? So you have to be a little bit strong when it comes to that. Don't go in and explain this stuff to people, okay? You can do it after they've actually become a member, if you want. In my case, I would say we do trainings every Tuesday and Thursday, and we have team meetings on Wednesday nights and on Fridays and stuff like that. This is where you can plug in and ask all the questions you want, okay? The back office here has all the training that you need to have in here. It's got videos step-by-step. We have right here, we've got the open quick start that will take you through a 3-step thing. And I don't spend much more time than that. I'm not going to go in and explain all this because the videos are all here. Everything, right? So the biggest problem that most marketers have today is they talk themselves right out of a sale. Okay? They try to explain too much, even in their letters. They go in there, and I don't know how many times I've received an autoresponder letter from somebody that's 5 miles long, explaining everything that every component does, where I could have just gone to the site and saw it right there myself. Okay? Don't do that. It's not your job to explain everything. The company already has that in place. And whatever company you're with should have that in place. If not, I'd start questioning that. Okay? Because that means the company itself is not doing a very good job of selling their own company, their own products. And I'm very transparent when it comes to this. That's why there's so many companies that try to recruit me, and I won't go into, because they don't have enough there to sell their own company, to sell their own products, right? So there's so much that companies don't have, you guys. They don't have, like, this is such a vital thing to any business. I can't even stress how valuable this is. And at $47, well, here, this is $67 or $99 because I'm a founder, and I think all you guys are founders too. You're paying $67.50 for this, okay? But this is a $99 value, okay? And if anybody says, oh, that's too much, and I says, well, you shouldn't even be in business. I'll tell them that. And I got no qualms of telling people that. Because if they're coming in to spend as little money as possible to make $5,000, $10,000 a month, that's a pipe dream, okay, to anybody. So
Carl, we've done the letter now.
Yep.
So then how do we hook this letter up with?
Okay, so let's go into that, okay? So now I've done the letter. You make sure you always click the save disk right here, okay? So it saves it. So it's always here. You don't even have to click these things. Like I've always told people to click and save at the top. You don't have to do that. I've been through this enough now. You don't have to do this. Click the save. Okay, so it's saved there now. Now you're going to go next, and it should populate the same thing in the text. Okay, so you can see it's populated here. Okay, so now you're going to go next again. You're going to save, and always do save and spam score. It's always good to do that so you know what your spam score is. And again, spam score is very important. It's, for some reason, it doesn't show it in here. I don't know why I sent in a ticket on that. But it'll normally come up with a little chart there telling you what your spam score is. And it's got to be less than 3%, less than 3 in here, okay? It's got from 0 to 10, I think. 5 is definitely way too much. From 3 to 5 is a yellow area, which means it's borderline spam. 5 or more in the red is absolute spam, which is going to probably get you a lot of complaints and possibly shut down, okay? So you want to make sure that it's between 0 and 3. Most of my letters that I write, and a lot of it has to do with the way the content is written in it, okay? You don't want to have a lot of make money online, a lot of dollar signs, a lot of that kind of stuff in your letters. That causes your spam score to go up, okay? Your subject line, it must never have make $1 million in 24 hours or something like that. That will make it jack right up, okay? Don't talk money. Don't talk anything like that in your subject line. Again, these letters are strictly for them to get to know and trust you. That's what these are all about. When people get to know and trust and what kind of value you're going to provide to them, that's what's going to make them join and pay. Okay? Just make sure that whatever you put in those letters, you can deliver on. Okay? So in our case with Project Titan and Empower Network, we have the training. You tell them exactly what's there. You know, we've got the 3-step solution in Kalatu Cloud that trains you through everything. We've got Skype groups that we'll plug you into, Facebook groups, team sites, all that stuff. We have that. You can say that, and we'll plug them in. You never, ever put, I'll guarantee you anything in there. Never, ever guarantee anybody anything, period. Okay? No guarantees.
Hey, Carl, real quick, I put a link to a tool Lance gave me to go in, and in there it will when you test you could test an email, send an email to a email address that they give you. And when you do that, you can click on this link and it will give you your spam score. Okay. So if they want to copy that, and if anybody needs, because it's a little confusing, it took me a minute to figure it out.
This actually does the spam score. Just so you know, this actually does the spam score, and I'll show you where it shows that. Okay, so you'll actually see the spam score after this. Just it doesn't post it in here for some reason.
Okay,
but it does show the spam score.
I haven't tested it in there. I've been using this, so I just thought I'd share it.
No problem. It's always good to have all kinds of things, Dale. Absolutely. Yep. Okay, so let's finish this.
And I've seen it.
Okay, so we're going to finish this here. Okay, so now your letter is going to be finished, and it's going to populate down here. Now you can see your letter. See, the spam score shows up right here. Okay, you're always going to see your spam score.
Okay.
Okay, let me just, if I can make this bigger. Can I make this bigger? There we go. So you can see the spam score here. Okay, so just because it didn't show it there, it will show it here. Okay, now if the spam score shows really high, you can go back in and edit your letter and reword it. Okay, to drop your spam score down. Okay, so as you go through, you'll go through your letter. You'll go through the steps of your letter, going through there, go and edit it. Make sure you save it. You know, when you go into the letter itself. Okay, see, like I could, as an example, okay, make $1 million in 24 hours. Watch what happens. Okay. Watch what happens. So I'm going to save this, right? Right? So it's going to go, and then I'm going to close this, and then I'm going to go next, and it's showing that it's in there, and I'm going to go next, and I'm going to save the spam score, okay? And then I'm going to finish, and then I'm going to go back. Oh, it didn't change it here. Oh, well, the last time I did that, the spam score went up to like 3.8, right? It was like really, really high. So it's content. A lot of it might have to do with the title too. So
one other thing too, Carl, because I got nailed for it from compliance.
Yeah.
Anytime if you make a claim about money, make sure you put that income disclosure, the text verbiage at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, and compliance gets a hold of it, they will send you a very not so nice email saying,
I know. I've got 4 of them from them already. I know what it's like. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I get that when I forget to put it on my videos. I get it all the time. So, I mean, they're nice about it. It's not really nasty, but they go,
no.
Again, they know me so well that they go, Carl, you got to stop doing this. They got my name in there now. Right? So, it's because whenever I do a video, sometimes I forget to put that on my video. So I got to go back in and edit my video, that sort of thing. Right? But you're right. And everybody gets these letters, okay? Like in the, let me just bring up the Skype thing here. I don't know if can you guys see my Skype when I bring it up on here?
Nope.
You can't. Okay.
No.
So yeah, it brings it into. Anyways, like on today's post there where they gave the swipe, at the bottom of the swipe, it always has the disclaimer. Make sure you copy that and have it someplace. Like put it into a text file and put it on your desktop or whatever. So whenever you do something like that in a mailer that you put out, copy that, put it at the bottom, okay? Because I have that disclaimer copied, and every time I do a letter, if I'm going to talk about money or anything in there, it's always at the bottom, okay? Now, again, your autoresponders you should not have to worry about that in your autoresponder letters, because again, these are all building trust and getting people to, you want to warm your leads up so that they want to come in and be business partners with you. Okay, so that's what those letters should be all about, because they've already been through and they've already seen that. Now, what you could do, like in I would say your 3rd letter, your 2nd letter should be like a follow-up, saying, hey, it's Carl, you opted in the other day for more information on this. I just want to make sure that you understand, or if you have any questions on what it was, feel free to connect with me and let's talk. And in case you forgot, this is the site you went into, and you can put the link there again for them to go and re-look at it again. Okay, that's what I will do. And say, hey, let's connect.
So Carl, how do these go together? How do you keep these letters together if you're going to have all...
Okay, so notice how I've got the first letter, it's got immediate right here, right? Okay, so now let's do the second letter, okay? So we're going to create another letter. This is going to be day 2, okay? Now, how I do my letters, and it varies, you know, how you guys can do yours, but I will have a letter that goes out every day for the first 3 days. And then I will skip the 4th and have one that goes out on the 5th. I will skip the 6th and have one that goes out on the 7th. And I'll do it for as long as maybe 14 days. Okay? And every second day after the 3rd day, I will send just a follow-up letter. Okay? So this letter right here, okay, we're going to go in, we're going to do our letter again. And this one here, we're going to put as, you want to send this out. This is the important part here. Okay? It's always going to default to 0. You want to put 1, so it's the day after. Okay, 1 day after. This is where you got to change the dates. Okay, so the first one will default to 0. That means it's going to go out immediate to them. Okay, you don't want all your letters at immediate because then they're all going to go out at one time, right? So you got to make sure that you change the send the email to whatever day you want it to go out. So the second day will be day 1. The 3rd day will be day 2. The 4th day, day 3. So you're always 1 day behind as you're creating these letters. Okay, so first day is 0, second day is 1, 3rd day is 2. Okay, and then I would skip 3 and go 4 after that. Okay, so mine would be 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, whatever. Okay, depending on how many letters you want to go out. I will send out probably about 10 letters. Okay, I will do it for the first 2 weeks. Okay, on the autoresponder system. After that, if they haven't done anything, they're not going to. But I will still continue to mail them broadcasting letters. Okay, and we'll go into that a little bit after this if you want. Okay, so this is day 2, number 1. So this one here would be like, I'm just following. I'm just gonna put I'm just following up with you. I mean, you guys can word this however you want, right? We're just going to go through this and just as an example here. Okay, so I'm just following up with you, saving that. Okay, so now I'm going to go in, I'm going to create my letter and go to the builder again. And then I'm going to take this bold out of here. Okay, so we'll just write something here. Okay. Oops. So I just thought I would, follow up with you. Okay, so in this here, this would be your second letter. And this one here will be, hey, I'm just following up, making sure that, you know, you got your questions answered. And if you don't, let's connect. And then I would give them, here's my contact information again, okay? You know, phone number, cell number, Skype, all that kind of stuff again. You know, let me know when you want to connect to answer questions with you. That sort of thing. And if you have forgotten what it was, because, you know, some people just go kind of crazy and opt into like 500 things in one day, right? So they don't know what they opted into because they're beginners. They don't know what they're doing, right? So, by the way, if you forgot what you had opted into, here is the site again, right? So, and then I'll give them the site again to go in. And after that, I'll say, let's get together. Let me answer your questions so that, you know, we can make sure that you're comfortable with this, that sort of thing. Again, I always tell people to get on Skype with me. Let's have a Skype conversation. I'll screen share. That actually gets more people to connect with me. When I say, look, let me screen share with you and show you exactly what this is, just in case you didn't get enough from the site. Okay? Because now I get the engagement. Now I get them contacting me saying, hey, yeah, I want to see what this is. Now I know that there's some serious interest here. Okay? A lot of people especially with long videos, they won't watch the whole thing. They'll cut out after 5 minutes ago. I'm not going to watch the rest of this. Okay? Some of those people are going to be people that are never going to join with you. So just understand that. It's either they got a short attention span or they're just not serious enough to go through and listen to that. If somebody watches that video from start to finish, that is definitely someone you want to engage with immediately. Okay? Now, the one thing that I find, at least even with my own personal team that I find out with, and others that are out there, they're not following up with their leads. Okay? Your leads are hot for 3 days at maximum. 3 days. So if you're not following up with them within 3 days, they're probably off to something else and you've lost them. Okay? You need to immediately follow up with them as quickly as possible. I follow up with everybody in the first 24 hours. When a lead comes in, I copy their email, I throw it into Facebook, I throw it into LinkedIn, I throw it into Google+, I throw it into Skype, trying to find out if I can actually find these people, and I will connect with them there as well, saying, hey, you just opted into one of my pages, I just thought I'd connect with you here as well. I hope that's okay. Right? Very, very simple line that I do with. And this is why I have a lot more people engaging with me than most out there, because I go beyond what you need, what most people will do. Most people will just go, well, I have an autoresponder and it's going out. It should work. Not always. What happens if they put in a bogus email? Or what happens if their email didn't get delivered? Or what happens if they deleted the email by accident? Right? You don't know. I've had people put in emails that actually don't work.
Yes.
And use that same email for their Facebook or whatever and found them there. Okay? So, you know, it's funny how people will do that. They don't want to be found, right, in email, but yet they use the same email on their Facebook account or their LinkedIn account or their Google account or their Skype account. I find them anyways, right? Because I don't give up. And none of you guys should be doing that either. So does this take a bit of work? Yeah, it does. But you have to ask yourself, how badly do you want your business to build? What are you willing to do? We talk about that all the time, right? So again, this is your second letter, okay? So we're going to save that, and we're going to close the builder. We're going to go to the plain text. Make sure you hit the arrows, okay, when you do this. And you can see here it is here. It's saved. So now we'll go next. Save and spam score. And finish. Okay? And now you'll go down and you'll see there, the day after it begins. You see? Right there. Spam score, there. So you know you're safe when it's in this type of score here. Okay? Like I had one page that came up that I'll even show you. I have to go in and fix it. Okay, I think it's this one here. See, 3.6.
Oh, yeah.
See, and I got a 1.5 here. I actually have to go in and fix both of these because the letters have the wrong content in them. I haven't gone in to fix them yet. Let's see, a 1.5 and a 3.6. That's bad. That's in the yellow. You never want to get into the yellow, okay? You want to be below 3. But the lower you are, the safer you're going to be. And any letter I've sent out that's at 0.7 to 1 or 1.2, I have a really high open rate on. Okay? Like I'm talking 30 to 40%, which is blowing my mind because I've never had anything over 4% and get response. Okay?
Carl,
So
quick question here while you're talking about spam scores.
Yep.
Is there a way, because I haven't looked at it far enough, maybe you have, is there a way to test like there is in Aweber and get response when you're creating a autoresponder letter to test it so you can test for inboxing?
You know what? I don't know if they have that. They might.
Okay.
I haven't figured out where anything like that is.
Okay.
Okay.
Right,
and it could be something that's coming that's just not in the system yet. I don't know. Yeah, so that's one thing I can't help you guys with there because I don't know that part yet. Okay. So
What's split test there, though?
What's that?
What's the split test on the screen you had before? Go back to where you were.
Okay. Oops. Hang on. Manage autoresponders. Oh, you know what? I haven't used this yet.
Up there.
Yeah, I haven't used that yet. So there's a few things on here I haven't used. I'm not sure what the triggers are
So
yet.
is that what a split test is? That you send out 2 different emails?
Yeah.
Well,
it's actually could be 2 different pages, whatever it is, running it out. You're split testing different pages, right? Finding out which ones convert. I haven't even gone into this yet. This system has so much stuff that I haven't even got into yet. And I'll be honest with you, I am not the guru type of autoresponder guy, right? I mean, I went 30 plus years never using an autoresponder, which is like the biggest mistake I ever made in my life, right? I would have probably lists into the hundreds of thousands by now if I did that. But I never started using an autoresponder until about 3 years ago. And
Yeah,
I still...
I used to, in my job, I used to train people how to use databases and the system. So once I know what the flow is and what the process is, I can do training on that.
Yeah. You know,
so I think work, yeah.
I think, well, once anybody gets in here, like, you know, I think once John and Michael get into this, because this is what their specialty is the split testing and stuff like that. And again, you know what, these guys might be coming out with all kinds of video tutorials now. We don't even know what's coming yet as far as training on this kind of stuff. But as we get to use this stuff more and more, we'll be able to figure out how everything is working. Look, I didn't even know how to use signatures until you showed me, right? Mm. So, you know, the signature is another thing you can add in there, and I still haven't done that. I kind of copy my signature stuff that I got from AWeber.
I did the signature, and I did the PayPal, and I did the media ones, you know, Facebook and...
Okay, so the PayPal works really good?
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, no one's paid me any money, but...
Well, no, but I mean, it integrates good. It does integrate without a problem, though, right, Judy?
Eh?
It integrates without a problem?
Yeah, it was really easy to set it up.
Okay, well, there you go. I do stuff that sells PayPal, you know, that I sell with PayPal, so I got to get into that and do that. Because, again, you know, this is the beautiful part about what this system is. It allows us to diversify ourselves in whatever we want to do. You know, I mean, I do a lot of affiliate stuff on the side, like, you know, with JV Zoo and stuff like that. You know, I market, but that's a totally different type of marketing. That I run that off to the side. That's one of my side stream incomes, right? And some of it does PayPal and stuff, so it allows me to do that, right? So that's what I was excited about when I saw that. So at least I know that works. Mm. Okay, so now we've covered all this. So I'm just going to stop sharing here for a second. I want to just get some feedback from everybody. Okay. Okay. Cindy. How did I do? Did I get a passing grade or what?
You did. But here's my thing. If I go into my Kalatu blog and I go in and I write a blog and put a, I don't know what you call that thing where you gather somebody's email, because I want to put them in the list in Kalatu.
Capture page.
Capture page, thank you. And I want to capture their email. And I want to specifically put them in a list that I created.
Okay.
I don't know whether you can do that yet, Carl.
Well, I'm not sure yet either, because I haven't done that.
Because the opt-in box, opt-in wizard, I don't think it has the collection cloud option.
Okay.
Well, let's go see.
Okay. So let's.
But here's the other thing I'm asking. Let's just say, and I know we're holding off on paid traffic, but let's just say I would go and buy some traffic. How would I don't know how I put them in. How do I put them in the list that I want to get in? Like everything that I have in AWeber just goes.
I don't know that yet.
You would create a form, Cindy, and attach it to your lead capture page that you're using.
Yeah.
Either create a
okay,
list.
We got some echo in here. Let me just.
I'm sorry. Is it me, Carl? there's it's me. All right. I'll shut
No,
up.
no, no, no. Everybody mute out except for Dale.
If I understand your question correctly, Cindy, there is a way in here under, I believe it's autoresponders and forms, to create a form and also to create a list name. And list name is down there, where you'll be able to connect it in iPass to the, if you're connecting it to a corporate page that they have back in iPass, like the new page that's back there. Yeah, you can create this, and then like with ClickFunnels, you can take the HTML after you create this form and put it in ClickFunnels, because that's what I'm doing now. I created a direct replica of the new corporate page for Kalatu Cloud in InstaBuilder. And then I created a form in here and integrated it into my InstaBuilder page. So now everybody who opts into that page goes into my Kalatu Cloud.
Well, first of all, you don't even need to go to InstaBuilder. You can build it right here. Okay.
Well, that's what I asked you about, Carl. I couldn't figure out how to build a page.
Okay, we're gonna go through this now. See right here. This is where we go in. Okay. I clicked on create new web form template right here. Okay. Here's where you go in and you add your lead list. Okay. So you've got your prospects, whatever you want it to be in here. You're gonna add your lead category. Okay. So you're gonna go in. Your lead categories are gonna pop up. You're gonna. Whoops. This is to add a new one. Hang on. Sorry, list name. Oops, not here.
No, that's creating a new one. There you go.
Right here, you'll go in and you'll uncheck general and you'll check whatever one you want. So you would
list you want them to go in.
Click apply.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You'll click apply to it. Okay. So now, then you can go down to the thank you page, and if you're gonna make your own page or whatever, maybe it's a video mail, maybe it's an audio, whatever, you can select that or not. Right. Decide whether you want to open it in a new window. Okay, I don't want to go through this because this will take us probably 20 minutes or so to go into in building one of these pages. But as you're going through, let's just, we'll do it kind of, I'll see how quickly I can do it. Okay, test.
Cindy, if you want to connect with me on Skype from the group, I can do a screen share with you and show you what I did.
Okay, now you can also add CAPTCHA or not CAPTCHA, if any of you are familiar with this. This is those little boxes that come up with like the lines and the numbers and letters in it and stuff like that. This is to avoid robots and stuff like bots out there, but they can also be a real pain in the butt. I wouldn't recommend them. Okay. So then you'll go on to the next one. This is where you're going to build your theme. This is your theme builder. Okay. So now you're going to go to the theme builder, and this is where you can start adding all kinds of different components in. Okay, backgrounds, borders, all that kind of stuff. Or it can be just the standard thing that's in here. Like you can go in and edit any kind of thing like this. You can put your title at the top here and edit it, and then you can go down to the box down here. Oops, let me close this. Oops, I don't want to delete that. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go down here, and you can. Oh, I thought there was another box. Hang on. How did I do this? Oh, you can embed an image, that sort of thing. I can't remember how to build this thing again. I played with this thing all day.
It's very hard. I found it very hard.
I have to figure out how to do this. So I'm not going to actually go into this, but you can just build the basic web form just like this, and it's already connected. So let's just say we've built it, we've closed this form. Then what you can do is you'll go next, and it'll give you the HTML, right? That's in here, all the way down to a single link down here. I think it's got down here. Where is it at the bottom? Yeah, right here. So this kind of stuff, if you're going to do a blog, if you want it on a blog, you could take that form, you can grab the text link right here and put it into a widget in your blog.
I never thought of that.
Okay, so let me just show you. Okay, So we're going to copy this.
Never thought of that. You're right. You can.
Let me just go over to my blog here. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to go down to my widgets. Whoops. Here's my widgets. Okay, so, oops, I clicked on themes. Widgets, and then what you'll do is you'll take custom one. You can do text one, so we'll just grab a text one, and I'll just throw it in here on my blog here. Wherever, just throw it in there. Okay, so now we've got it open there, and then I'm going to paste that into there. Oops, everything's in the way here. Okay, and then I'm going to save it. Okay, and then I'll go in and I'll, hopefully that worked. It should. So we'll go to the blog, and if I scroll down, it should have, oops, sign up now. See, there's the widget right there. Okay, so again, it all depends on what it is that you've got in here. So we don't want the text. If you want to have, say, a graphic button, we can go here, grab this, go back into.
Probably could put that right in the HTML code. No, Carl?
No, well, I don't know what it will do to it. So this is the way that I would do it. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm just saving it in here. Let me see if I can refresh it in here. And if it shows it, I might have to sometime. Yeah, see, subscribe.
Okay.
Okay, you see how it's all in there? So you just have to basically figure out, this is what it's going to look like there. You know, you can probably download, see there's some, you can download images and embed them into there. There's different ways that you can create the box. I know there's one up here that will actually give you the box.
It's the pure HTML, I think, no? Should be the pure HTML.
I'm not sure if it's this one. It might be this one here. I haven't done the widget, so I'm just showing you guys the widget for the first time. Okay, so let's just go in here and paste and save.
And you could put a title in there too that will.
Yeah, you can put anything at the top.
You know, kind of tell them what it is that they're subscribing to.
There you go. See?
Yep.
See right here, and then you can title it at the top, whatever it's going to be. So it's the very first one here. The very first one.
Cool.
At the top, the iframe code. That's the recommended one, right? So now you see that it's got that in here, and they will opt into your list, and you can put at the top there, whatever it's for, right? That sort of thing. And it'll go straight to, and it'll go to whatever that list is that you selected. And again, you know, I selected the one list there. I can select any list I want. So, you know, in this one here, so if we went back to Theme Builder, and let's just see if we modify this a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go back in to the Theme Builder. We'll play around with this a bit. Okay, so let's just say free, actually I'm going to put that in caps. Free traffic, whoops, traffic tip. Okay, something like that. So I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to do, oh crap, save. Okay, so now it says free traffic tip. Okay, so now if I went back here and refreshed it, I should change it to, no, it didn't do it in there. So I have to go back to my widget.
You have to change the HTML.
Yeah, I got to go and change the
code.
The code. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So now I'm going to go back here. I'm going to grab the iframe code here. Copy.
And I hope you don't think I'm stepping on you here, Carl. I'm just.
No. This is what these things are all about. Okay? That's what these things are all about, man. I don't know everything. Sometimes I need guidance too. Okay? So here we go, and we're just going to refresh that, and it should say free traffic tip now. See? Boom. There. So now you got your form on your site.
But how do you know which list it's going into?
Well, because remember, at the beginning, we selected our list. Okay? So if we go back right to the beginning again, you remember we selected the list from the drop-down? So we would go in, and we'd select the project revealed. We go apply. There's my list. That's the list it's going to go to. Okay?
Got it. Sorry, I missed that part. Got it.
So you select the list right here from the list that you created, that you made, right? Go here and then copy this, copy that like that, put it into your widget, wherever you're going to be, or on your page, or wherever you want it to go. Okay? If you're going to use InstaBuilder, put it on your InstaBuilder page. Once we figure out exactly how to do this, once I can figure this out, I'll go back and do a training on this, because I'm sure this is pretty simple to go through. It's just it just doesn't look simple.
There's got to be a trick to it.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
And I just found it very, very cumbersome, and I was like, I don't get it.
I'm excited to use everything here. I don't want to have to go out to, to InstaBuilder. Okay, I mean, to me, that's just an extra step that doesn't need to be there. Well,
it's cost too. If you're not upgraded in have the premium Kalatu, then
exactly. But the whole idea here is for them to build their capture pages right here. We have everything here, and that's what the theme builder's for. So again, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of these tutorials coming out that's going to show everybody how to do this kind of stuff. It's just not in play yet. Okay, so that's what these things are for. That's why I do these Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll go out, we'll play with it, we'll go and we'll train on it. And then we have it recorded until they actually have the real tutorials in there. Look how we've gone all over the place with this. I mean, go to one of my trainings here and go, I'm over here, and then I'm over here. And then so did that help, Cindy?
It did. This was huge today for me. Yeah, I took
It's
like
really
50 pages of notes.
really huge for me because I have not even been blogging.
Okay, well, you just got to remember. Oh, speaking of blogging, I got to go back and take that off my blog now.
Hey guys, I got to go. My customer's here. Have a great day.
Okay.
Thanks, Carl.
Okay.
Thanks, you're welcome.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, so I got that off my blog.
So Carl, when you put that into the side of your blog, at the bottom of my blog, I've got one where they opt into. So you'd take that off, wouldn't you?
Well, no. I mean, this is what, again, that can be for anything. I mean, remember, this is generic, right? If you're just going to be using it for this, here's what I would say, okay? You have, like on my blog, let me just share my blog, okay? I'll share my blog again.
Your blog comes out of Kalatu Cloud, or?
Yeah, it's Kalatu Premium.
Oh no, I don't have the premium.
Yeah, this is a premium template. I love this template. Okay, so at the top, I'm selling the $47 here. Okay, that's the basic, right? And at the bottom, I'm selling Empower Network. Okay, so this is the Empower Network. I had them reversed at one time, but I decided to reverse them back. Now, on the sidebar here, where I have this thing here, it's not there anymore, but this could be to the max performance. You could have something here as need coaching, and then it goes to max performance.
Okay.
You see? So you have so many options that are on here to do. On these kind of templates here, this is different. You can't change this. This is already built in to this template, so you can't change it on the blog. But this is where you would add these additions. Okay?
Excuse me, Carl, which template are you using? Do you remember?
Yeah, I'm using Paul Hutchins.
Paul Hutchins?
Yeah, this is like the coolest.
I like this layout.
This is
really
the coolest one ever.
I may change to this one. I was using a different one, but
yeah.
This one comes out nice on your mobile too.
It does. It's awesome. I love this one. This is like the best one ever. you know. So, and again, you know, my blog, I can sell anything I want off here. There's a few things I sell on here, right? Other than this, but my core stuff is at the top. That's the first thing they see. And I got a video that, you know, where I welcome them in to my blog, right? That's real, to me, that's real important. And I can invite, you know, welcome people to my blog, right?
Okay. So can you get these templates if you don't have premium?
No, this is a premium template.
Okay.
This template, I actually looked it up online, is actually $157 to buy it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just to buy this template, right? And I think you have to buy even additional stuff like this to be added to it. There's a lot of, that's the thing with premium. That's why premium is the way that it is. These templates are custom built, so they're very expensive to run, right? And that's why you're going to pay a premium price for them, right?
So we're already getting a $50 discount before we even.
You're getting a hell of a discount with the stuff that they got, right?
So, Carl, how did you put on the top of your blog? Are you still on your blog? Yeah, on the top. That one there. How did you put all those along the top there?
These? That's all done through custom in the back here. So if you go into your menus, and again, this is on a premium one, right? So
I've got premium,
all I did is I just added to my menu what I wanted on there, right? And I just added all that stuff, and then I went in there and customized them all. Because these are all pages. You create these pages, right? I go in, I create the page that I want, and then I go into the menu and I add the page to my menu. So I can go in and I can select all my pages that's in here. And
so when they click on one of them at the top, it takes them to the page.
Yeah, it takes them directly to the page. See, like if I clicked on Let Me Coach You, then it takes them to my coaching page, right?
See, that's how I don't know how to do all that. I've been seeing it on everyone else's, but I don't know how to do it.
That's training for another day.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Judy, connect with me. I'll if we're not already connected in Skype, and we can go in one day because I'm around all day. So we can do that. Or if Carl wants to do a training again, Carl, I don't want to step on you, but if I can help people out here, then
well, absolutely. I mean, you know, this is what this is all about. This is a team mastermind training. Okay. Again, you know, anybody can go and do anything they want. I'm just doing my part. I do mine on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Anybody can go in and do them at random, whatever. I mean, this is the team support that we have. Right? Yeah. That's why we love being here.
I might be checking out Dale on some of those things because I have not been using my Kalatu blog.
Why I love being here in this company.
I'm blogging. Right?
So I hope that, you know, all this stuff I shared really helped out you guys today.
No, today was a good day, Carl. Thank you.
Okay. So we have a good understanding about, you know, the steps you need to go through. Again, this is recorded, so you guys can go back over it again and go through.
Yeah, it's good that it's recorded because we can do a little bit at a time and go backwards and forwards.
Just know that everyone, like I'll put the recording up on my site when it's rendered. It'll go up on my hangoutwithcarlh.com. It'll be up on there. But if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to get it from there too. Okay? Because it'll be on my channel as well. Okay. Because every Tuesday and Thursday, these get replaced with the newest one. Okay? So you'll have until Tuesday to watch this one, and then you'll have to go to my YouTube channel to watch it. Okay?
Okay. And Judy, I'm going to hit you up if I get into a bump with the PayPal integration because I use PayPal, but I haven't set it up in Kalatu Cloud.
Okay. Yeah. So any last questions before we go?
No, I got so much from here that I need to go.
That was fantastic. Thanks, Carl.
Just thank you, Carl.
Great stuff.
Appreciate you always.
Awesome.
Yes.